Good evening, kindred and kind, to NearDark Society's Vampire the Masquerade, 5th edition, Chicago by Night Chronicle. Tonight, we conclude our two-part act for Season 3.5, Prelude, into Season 4. When we last left off, the coterie had lost some animal companions, and lost a rather eccentric kindred as well. And we will pick up right where we last left off. You all see that priest standing before you, almost in a beckoning gesture, with a whip of their cloak. You see Kenny's ashes whip in the wind. There's a calm, a moment of serenity before what is about to happen. Is there anything the two of you would like to do?
So we're not in initiative, essentially?
There's a slight pause. As of right now, he doesn't appear to be attacking.
Is he looking at both me or he's looking at all of us right now?
Currently, he's looking at Kaido. He's looking at you, Marilyn. His gaze is shifting back and forth. However, Erwin, I believe Gator had already risen you up and was trying to get you to safety, correct?
Yeah. I think I went to the back of the RV.
Correct.
Oh, Jesus Christ on the crutch. Alright, where's Gator? I'm next to him.
You see Gator emerging from behind the RV. As soon as you make eye contact with him, though, there's a pause. You see him kind of stop, and he quickly turns back around and heads behind the RV. You lose sight of Gator yet again. Sound of this priest's heels clicking against the concrete as he makes an approach towards Kaido. And let thy be your own judge. Heathens. I'm supposed to show mercy and finish you all quickly.
Who are you, even? And what are you doing here?
I am God's will. And you are the shit stain that Lucifer wipes across this earth.
Wow, language. That's mighty bad language from a priest, I'll say.
I will not hear the words of harlot. You can all end this quickly, but I prefer to have a little fun. Initiative
I think we're all the same, right?
will commence.
No, I think I'm...
First? Yeah,
I believe Erwin would be first still.
Am I on the inside or the outside?
You're on the outside. Alright, you do see that the door to the RV is open. You could make a attempt to flee inside. You do know that you did see Gator take Deucer in there earlier in the confrontation with Nox.
I'll climb in there.
Okay.
Do I find Deucer in there?
As you do go in there, you do see Deucer. Deucer appears to be badly hurt. He's lying on the couch in there. You already see that his blood is soaked into the fabric and the cushions, spilling out onto the floor. He looks in pretty bad shape.
Is there any weapons in here? And I'll say it a little bit loud enough for even Gator to hopefully hear.
Okay. Let me make a roll.
Weapons, they'll work for one hand, one arm. Poor Erwin.
You could, if you want, give me a wits and awareness. You can attempt to look inside the RV. Your cry does echo out throughout the RV, but you don't seem to hear a response back.
3. Sorry.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you look around, you actually do not see any immediate weapons. However, Dr. Ruth is a smart individual. The moment, even in this intense situation of the panic, you recognize that there's actually looks like a canister of kerosene. See, it's sitting in the back. Looks like it's next to a bunch of motor gear supplies. You can see toolbox wrenches, oil. There's plenty of grease rags along with it.
So I could theoretically make a makeshift explosive device.
Correct.
And then I will try to do something with that with one arm. It's probably going to be...
It'll take you some time. I'll say it'll take you 2 rounds in order to effectively get that going.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
yeah, I'll work on that.
All right. You watch as this priest then takes a step forward. With a whip of his arm, you watch his cloak fly back, and there's a quick snapping sound as the air, almost a vacuum, breaks. You see this priest right up next to Kaido. You can see a shock in Kaido's eyes as he seems to be caught off guard. With a quick snap and a punch, you watch as Kaido flies across the yard of the house, and you watch as he hits the dirt and skids up until he's stopped by what looks like some basically a large tree stump and some assortments of rocks and shrubs. You
That's
notice
not good.
that the individual then cracks their necks. You see it makes a turn and looks towards you, Marilyn. It's your turn.
You wouldn't hit a lady, would you?
The individual seems to be intently moving towards you.
Apparently you will. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate my strands.
Okay.
Let's see, hunger 2. I'm only at 2 hunger, guys. Look at me. I feel like I just pulled the equivalent of you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
That's exactly what happened.
Alright. So I'm gonna activate him, and I'm gonna try to go for wrapping him around his neck.
Okay.
Five and a bestial.
Okay. He only rolled a 3. So, you watch those strands, like piano wire, wrap around his neck. You see it dig in tight. You watch it begin to, as strips and beads of blood begin to drip down onto his collar,
Yeah,
his
I'm
neck.
constricting it as high as I can.
You watch as the individual appears to be struggling while holding on to it. It does appear to be causing some damage to the individual. You take a look to your left at the situation. You see, not Kaido, but you see Memphis standing there. His weapon, he still has that bone sword in his hand, but he's kind of...
Memphis, what the fuck are you doing?
Um,
Help!
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got this. And you watch as Memphis and he goes to strike against this individual.
Is this Memphis or Hyper Omega God Form Memphis?
Is that the name that we ended up
Yeah, that's
deciding
the
on?
name that won in the poll. You guys wanted it. Here we go.
So I'm going to give the priest a penalty because you have them essentially grappled. All right, you watch as Memphis makes a quick flash towards the individual. His sword strikes across the midsection of the priest as his hands are up there. You see the blade puncture through the sides as a large gash opens up in the midsection of the priest. You see blood and vitae begin to spill out from the priest as Memphis turns around and does a quick sword flick.
Jesus.
As the sword flick happens, you see him, I call that upside down Cobb salad.
I don't care what you call it. I just want to live through this, alright?
Okay. You see the priest going to reach up and grab onto the strands as he's bleeding. You can go ahead and give me a. Why don't you go ahead and give me a dex and dex roll?
Oh my.
The higher you score, the faster you'll be able to get this makeshift bomb put together.
3.
3. Okay. So far, you're getting the top of the canister popped off so that you can get enough rags down in there. It's an old like that cylindrical bell top style can, the long nose funnel. As you're working on that, you can hear the fighting and the confrontation still going on outside. However, you hear Gator mumbling something. You can't quite hear it, but you can hear him mumbling. Until you start to hear something sound like spitting metal. At this point, you see that priest. Here's my turn! And you watch as he grabs the strands and you see it slice through 2 of his fingers. And he's going to try to yank you towards him.
Danger zone! Danger zone!
Go ahead and give me a strength and athletics.
Oh. What the fuck? Oh, I don't have good that. Oh no, this is mostly Hunger Die now. Whoa! All 3.
3, okay. Ties go to the player.
Oh. Alright, can I kind of jerk him a little bit, try to slice his fingers off?
Sure. As you watch him sort of try to pull you, you hold back and you kind of do this whip with your fingers and you watch as the strands slide over and you watch it flay the top of his skin and his knuckles. And you actually see another finger get completely lopped off as the strands rip through. As soon as this happens, though, you watch as he goes to wrap his arm around it, and you see it cut in deep. As he continues trying to pull, you actually feel your body get yanked forward just a little bit until you hear the sound of Gator's voice ring out from behind the RV. I got something you can suck on here, and you see him as you look at Gator, and you see in his hands to be a rotating minigun beginning to fire as you hear and the sound of this chain gun going off echoes throughout the entire
Jesus
area.
fucking Christ.
You hear bullets begin to rip and bounce and ricochet off the concrete as they start to light up onto this priest.
Oh my god. That's so much dice.
Would you be surprised if Gator's firearms is maxed out?
No, I would not.
You watch as these bullets begin to tear into the tissue and the flesh of the priest, multiple rounds pierce through. You actually watch as a large chunk of the skull actually gets completely obliterated. You watch brain matter spit from behind. You see the bullets begin to rip through his insides. You're even surprised how he's still standing. You watch as a red mist almost starts to form around him as it backs up into the vehicle that Nox drove up into. You see as he's lying his back against the car, you see Gator just does not relent until you watch that car and explode with a large fireball rising up through the air. A smoke pile seems to begin to immediately plume from the car, and as this happens, you see that chain gun stop, and you see Gator throw the minigun down to the ground before he makes his approach over to you. Marilyn, are you alright? Holy shit, that was badass! Whoa! I've never shot that before!
Okay, we gotta get the fuck out of here. You just did so many masquerade breaching things.
Alright, everyone get into the vehicle, let's go! You see Kaido getting up from the shrubs as you watch as he sort of stumbles and makes his appearance into the driveway. You see that punch where the priest landed. There's a smoldering scar fist print in the chest of Kaido. You see Kaido
Kaido,
coughing up blood. I'm okay.
You don't look alright, but come on, let's get out of here before that fucking guy gets back up.
Soon as you say that, you see a dark silhouette from within the flames as a skeletal hand
Fuck
grabs
me.
onto the concrete, and you see this burnt flesh. It almost reminds you of the scene from Terminator as it rises out of the flames, and you see this skeletal figure with ripped flesh. As soon as you see the skeleton, though, give me a wits and awareness.
Just me?
Yes. Doc, you were inside. Unfortunately, you can't do that.
That's a 3.
3.
Getting lots of 3s tonight.
I'm okay with that.
You look at the skeletal image of this priest. There are still pieces of flesh and muscle connected to it that is currently ablaze, but there's parts of it where it is actual just skeletal. And as you look at it, it doesn't look human. It has clawed-like fingers. You see its face almost has this grotesque malformed shape to the skeleton. There's extra ribs. The bones seem to be fortified. Its structure looks unnatural. And you see as it steps out, its face charred and burnt, but you watch as its jaw opens. I said I'm not done with you. And you see the flesh beginning to almost like a symbiote.
Oh no, alright, we gotta go. We gotta step on it. We gotta step on it.
Okay. Erwin,
Yes.
go ahead and give me another dex and dex.
One with a best.
Okay, there was no challenge, so I'm not going to give you a bestial on that. However, this is proving difficult to do this with one hand. You managed to get it in there just enough. It is sloppy, but as soon as that rag hits a little bit of flame, it's not going to have a lot of time before that thing goes boom. What would you like to do?
How long did you say?
How long for what?
For me to have it done?
It's done.
It's done.
It's done. It's just when you light it, it's going to go quickly.
Go quickly. Is anyone in the RV yet? Exactly.
No. You just heard an explosion ring out from outside.
I'll take it to the door of the car where everyone's going to come in, and I'm going to try to hand it to somebody.
Okay. So as you guys make your approach towards the RV, you watch as the door swings open and you see Erwin holding a canister with a rag sticking out of it before you hear the sound of a roaring engine as you hear tires screeching, and as you look to the left up the driveway, you see headlights flashing, truck almost ramps up over the lump onto the driveway surface. You see that flaming priest turn and look towards this headlight as this 4x4 truck comes crashing into it. You watch as this priest's body gets flung across the driveway, skidding across the concrete. You watch as the front of the truck gets completely crushed in and is now smoldering as the radiator gets cracked. The doors burst open on both sides. From the driver's seat, you see Bard get out. And from the passenger seat, you see Dietrich.
What the fuck is going on right now? Is he like pinned? Is the priest like pinned up between the?
Priest was thrown across the driveway.
Across, damn.
Currently, his body is smoldering and smoking. The flames have now gone out, but you can see its body slowly beginning to rise. You see Dietrich look back towards you. Caroline, are you alright?
Why? How are you here with Bard?
There's no time to explain. You notice that Bard, he's right. You see Bard beginning to tear his shirt as he... And you see him begin to transform as his Guru shape comes into form, as his body grows and elongates.
Bard, I don't think that's gonna help us very much. This guy just regenerates, it looks like. We should probably just go. We should probably just get out of here.
You notice that Gator looks towards Dietrich and goes, "What the hell are you doing here? I thought I told all of you to stay the fuck away from this!" Dietrich looks towards, "I appreciate the thoughts, but I am not going to let Marilyn." You see him look towards the priest. You watch as Dietrich's eyes, they don't go red, as in the pupils. They almost shine bright, vibrant crimson. Very similar to the illumination of the strands that you see streak across the network. As his eyes begin to glow, "I am not useless." And you see him bring up his hands. And Marilyn, as you summon your strands, you see tiny, almost like spider web-like strings. As you see Dietrich bring up his hands, you watch as it almost looks like cables begin to erupt from the ground. They almost seem to appear out of the air. And you watch as they begin to crisscross and create this wall. And you watch as he moves towards it. It almost looks very similar to like when Green Lantern summons a shape or an image. Like his mind is controlling the strands and he's weaving them together to create shapes and objects. You watch as this wall begins to form and he creates a spear as he... And you watch as this spear flies through and... This creature begins to croak and scream. Dietrich looks towards you. "You want to be a knight? Then we stay and kill this."
Alright, that's badass, but what is it?
"Soon to be dead." And you watch as Bard reaches his full form, and you see as he lunges towards this creature with its war form, and you see it bring his claws up and rake down, almost taking the head of the priest off, its head dangling on the side like a ripped hot dog. You then watch as the priest then brings its hands up, its bony claws dig into the chest of Bard. You watch as Bard screams out as his ribs and flesh are torn open. This is going to bring us back to your turn, Dr. Ruth.
Standing there with a Molotov.
Well, do I feel Urgoyle in me? Like, do I feel the power?
You look down and you can see that scarab jewel is still punctured into your chest. You could attempt to remove it.
I'll try that.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength and athletics.
That's all hunger does.
I believe in you. No bestial. You got this.
2.
Yeah.
2. You manage to, with great pain, you manage, as you pull out this scarab, you watch as the metal, you can feel it is metal, but you see the legs of it almost squirm like it's an organic creature. And you watch as it almost attempts to try to repincer towards you. What do you want to do to it?
Keep it, but
Keep it.
yes. That's amazing.
How are you gonna keep it?
I don't know. Do I find like? Can I find like a mason jar or something in his RV?
You see, you want to turn and run in and go into the RV? You can do that. Give me wits and awareness.
Nani?
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
6.
Wow.
6? Okay.
And, it was a critical success.
Good job.
As you make your way into the RV, you actually see there looks like a large metal tin. Looks like it's an empty ammo tin for large rounds. You pull the tin and you actually throw the scarab down into the tin before you quickly shut it and latch it. That's gonna be your turn.
Yeah.
Marilyn,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
The priest is is he still speared?
The priest is speared and is currently being held by Bard as Bard is slashing into him and the priest is slashing into Bard.
Alright, I'm gonna try to use my strains again. I'm feeling inadequate now after watching what Diedrich did and feeling like I need to compensate some other way, but I'm going to get those out and I'm gonna go for both of his hands.
Okay. Go ahead and
To
give
try
me
to like restrain
a
him
roll
so he
for
can't
that.
slash at Bard. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6?
Yes.
Okay. You watch as your strands whip out and actually grab the priest, and you watch the hands, the skeleton hands, pull back and are held as you see Bard almost rearing back. You see his ribs beginning to re-heal as Bard's taking a breather from the damage. Okay. It's gonna bring up for Memphis's turn. You see Memphis sort of back up and go, "Hey, thanks for the step there, Bard." And you see Memphis jump and leap off the back of Bard. As he brings his sword up high, he comes down with a strike.
And says what?
You see a quick flash cut down the center of this priest as its head gets dissected. You watch as the blade cuts all the way down from head to root. And you watch as the bodies split into 2 pieces. And as they do, you see them begin to, very much like how a kindred's body, turn to ash. And as it turns to ash, you see Memphis, as they say for instant death in Japanese, bukake.
I love it even when Carl's not here. Carl's still here. It's great. Thank you.
And you see that bone sword return back into his arm. At this
Alright.
point,
Okay. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? There's more?
this point, as you look around, vehicle is ablaze, smoldering heap. The crashed window through Alistair's house. You see Kaido struggling to get up onto his knees. Whatever that hit was, it hurt him badly. He's still coughing up vitae.
I'm gonna go over to him. Kyle, you look really rough right now.
Yeah, I feel bad. I don't feel good.
In what way?
In a need blood way. Lots of blood.
Is Alistair's house? Did Alistair's house go kaboom? Is it still intact?
It is still intact.
Alright, I'm gonna run into his house and see if I can find. We went to a cellar once, right? That had bottles of wine, blood
Yes.
wine. Can I get in there?
You make your way down. You want to give me wits and awareness?
2.
2. As you look around in the cellar, most of these are actually real bottles of wine.
Fuck.
Most of them are not blood. None of this is refrigerated.
But there was like a special stash in his desk or
You
something.
remember it was within his study in the library. You do remember that it needed also a very unique entrance through the clock.
Oh, the Batman clock. So there's no blood wine down here.
You don't see any.
Alright, I'm gonna run up and try to get into the Batman clock.
Okay. As you make it up to the Batman clock, how do you want to get in?
I'm assuming do I have to play with the arms of the clock or some sort of fucking password?
Potentially. You've never seen Alistair actually open it.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna try to just open up the door. It's a grandfather clock, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to open up the door. To
It opens.
the body.
Body opens.
I'm gonna try to put my hand through. Is it a hard wall?
It is a hard wall.
Motherfucker. God damn it. God damn it. Alright. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and move the arms of the clock so it's on midnight and see if that does anything.
So you move it. Nothing.
When I'm moving them, do I hear like anything going on? It sounds kind of weird.
Now you can just hear the sound of the gears spinning.
What the fuck? Can I try to grab the whole body and pull it? See if it moves forward?
It is solid.
What the fuck? Oh no, Kyle's
You were
gonna
also
die.
very well aware that this was reinforced after Memphis and Irwin's break-in.
You're right.
Oops.
Alright, I'm leaving.
As you turn around and you walk out and leave, you actually see a very strange sight. You walk back out into the yard. You see Bard giving his blood to Kaido. You see Kaido drinking in Bard's vitae. You notice that Bard pulls his arm back as he has transformed back down into his human form. You see Kaido. I've never had Guru blood before. That's intense. Yeah, just don't get too comfortable with that. Thank you. I feel better.
Well, good thing I tried. I stopped trying to get into Alistair's fucking bat cave and came out here instead.
Sorry, Marilyn. He looked like he blacked out, so I kind of acted on impulse.
Alright, should we get the fuck out of here then?
You notice that Diedrich goes, yes, we should not stay here. We need to go.
To the RV?
Yes, we will.
I apologize on Gator's behalf for how it is in there.
Yeah, they went inside the recreational vehicle.
You can just say RV, Diedrich. Go ahead.
Let's go now. You watch as everyone seems to get up, and you notice that Memphis, as everyone goes in to the RV, see Memphis turn and grab the ash.
What you doing there?
I thought humans didn't turn to ash when they die.
Yeah, no, normally they don't. That's what we're probably gonna need to talk about when we get on the RV. I'm watching you, Memphis. Don't try eating it or anything like that. We don't need any more weird shit going on with you right now.
You think it tastes good?
It could. I mean, if you give it a little lick, you should be okay, but don't eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it. He almost killed Kaido with a punch, so if I drank him, he'd probably kill me.
It's very astute of you, Memphis. Come on, let's get out of here before someone else shows up.
Okay.
What was that?
What was what?
I saw you do shifty eyes. What was that? What do you think about doing?
How'd you see?
Empty your
Do you
pockets.
have X-ray vision? I have sunglasses on.
Get the fuck. Get the fuck. Get in the RV, Memphis.
Notice that Memphis then turns and gets into the RV. You follow?
Yeah.
As you follow, you notice that Gator gets behind the RV. He turns it on and he begins to drive. As he whips out of the driveway, makes it back down onto the highway. The RV's driving. It's taking a few dings and bangs from the explosions and being individuals thrown up against it. However, the silence is broken as Diedrich looks towards Gator. I do not know how I'll ever repay you for this. Don't worry about it. Marilyn has helped me out quite a bit, so it's the least I can do. I know you mean a lot to her. Regardless, thank you. Diedrich then looks towards you. Kaido appears to be lying down, passed out, back next to Deucer. You see Bard's actually over there, kind of just watching Kaido as Kaido seems to be resting. Erwin, what would you like to be doing?
Kind of just nursing my arm, and I'm keeping an eye on the ammo crate.
Okay. You look at the ammo crate and you're keeping an eye on it. You notice that Memphis is kind of just holding on to one of the ceiling handles as it's driving.
All right, now that we're all here and not in immediate danger, can
We're
someone
still
tell
in
me
danger. The night is not over, Father.
immediate danger?
Soon to be.
What does that mean?
It's Felix. I am no longer the primogen in Chicago. Diedrich is... My role is... I'm currently wanted by the Camera.
What?
I do not know what Felix has done, or what he told Prince Jackson. But I was relieved of my duty. And since Felix has returned, I was never officially released by him. He came back and demanded that my role be relinquished. To make matters worse, he's framed me for the fire of my own haven. He's making me responsible for what my cousins have done.
So, the prince is just eating all that up out of the palm of the stranger's hand? After everything you've done?
I do not know if Jackson is doing this voluntarily. Felix is a very powerful Malkavian. He has ways to make one believe things. The reason why we are in danger, that priest, whatever it is, whatever abomination, your Gator friend, whatever he is.
Malkavian, like the rest of you, so, then, again,
This
thanks.
is awkward.
He informed me that last summer there was a airfield that these priests were using. He helped thwart them and they had to retreat from Chicago.
The airport?
Some old airfield. But now they're back in Chicago. We're heading to cut the head from the snake.
Do you think we're up for something like that?
Thankfully, that priest was the only one that's here right now. The rest of them are normal kind. I think that we are enough to take care of that.
Alright.
Marilyn, this is the reason why I wanted to protect you for so long. If you do not think you are ready to do this, then I should not have knighted you.
Alright, well, let's take a step back here. I'm just a little nervous, alright? I can do it. I'm not a mistake. Alright?
Good. It does seem, though, that a few of our companions are not capable of fighting just yet. So it's going to be up to us. Easy, hands down. We got this. No worries.
Such the way I am, I will try to help.
Well, if it's just kind like you say, we should be fine, right?
They will still be armed, so we will need to be cautious. But most importantly, the building they're in must be destroyed.
We're just destroying a building?
That creature, that priest, in this building, they're making more of them. If we don't do this, they will overrun the city. The Camarilla, the Onyx, Independence, they will all die.
I feel... Okay, alright. I just feel like maybe blowing up a building or whatever we're doing to destroy a whole building isn't going to be great when you're already wanted by the Camarilla. Also, where does that put me in this situation?
They will most likely question you. After we get done with this, I'm going to go into hiding. With your friend Gator.
Alright, then I'm coming with.
No.
You can't tell me no anymore.
No, I can't. But as a Knight of the Moon, you have the duty to stop Felix.
You're right.
This is the responsibility that I was worried you would not want.
You keep saying things like you regret this decision you've made with me.
I don't want you to regret the decision. I will never regret anything that I have done.
I'm up to it, alright? I can do it.
I still do not know what Felix has planned. And I worry that Solomon Giovanni may be in danger as well. There was an attempt on his life. The Anarchs have failed to take him. That was part of Felix's argument, that I have been conspiring to rise hatred amongst the Anarchs.
What is his problem? Why does he have it out for you so bad? What is going on with all that?
I don't know. Everything with Kupala, everything with our family. I still don't have all the answers. But your friend seems to be good at gathering information.
Oh yeah, really good, especially with Dustin on board now. I mean, he smokes a copious amount of reefer, but it's a small price to pay for all the intense. Nah, I'm gonna keep driving.
I do not look forward to riding with your drug friends.
They're not drug friends, all right? They
Just
saved
said
our
that
lives.
They smoke a lot of the cannabis.
All right, it's legal now, Diedrich. It's legal, all right?
It's not even a point. We can't even experience it. It
I
doesn't
don't,
make
it was
sense.
just, I don't know. That makes me it keeps them connected to humanity or something. I don't know.
Won't be long. We should ready ourselves.
How you feeling, Erwin?
I'm in a lot of pain right now.
So was that like gone forever? Or can we do anything about that?
Unfortunately, without certain disciplines, that arm will not grow back. Many kindred. It's the reason why if we lose our head, we die. Final death.
I'm sure I'll be fine. It just hurts a lot right now.
All right, well, better get yourself together because we're getting into more shit. It sounds like.
The location is an old farm. They seem to have this operation set up in some sort of old greenhouse.
What's the plan?
Gator, what do you have as far as information?
I know that there's probably about 15 or so individuals guarding it, armed guards to the T. Flak jackets, full tactical gear, the works. Obviously, they're gonna know that we're dead coming. They got thermal scopes, everything. So there isn't any way we're gonna be able to talk our way in. This is gonna be a going in guns blazing type of thing. Good news is this is out in the middle of fucking nowhere outside the city. So we're not gonna have to really worry about any sort of trouble from an outside source, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm picking up where you're putting down.
So my idea is hopefully that we're able to eliminate the guards, and then once we're in there, I brought enough C4 to, level a goddamn building.
Hey, where did you get this shit?
I know a guy.
You know a guy.
Yep.
You know a guy that has enough C4 to give you to level a whole fucking building?
My guy can get you guns. He can get you explosives. He can get you piranhas. Where else are you going to find piranhas? I once bought 400 piranhas from him
Why did you buy 400 piranhas?
to release them into the ecosystem.
Why? Where? Which ecosystem?
Florida.
Not Disneyland, right? Gator, you didn't. There's children.
I was the information I had at the time. There was a reason why I did it. All right, so just
All right, we can come back to that.
we'll put that on my oopsie list.
How big? Okay, you know what? I imagine it's a very large oopsie list. Don't have to answer that. I don't want to know.
You notice that Bard makes his way up. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the shock troop portion of this. So, I feel like I'm a little bit more durable than you guys. So,
Oh, gee, what makes you think that?
the fact that I can heal.
Yeah,
Really
it
fast.
was rhetorical.
I know.
Okay.
Just saying it out loud because
There-
he kind of looks over towards Memphis. Not quite sure some of us are even all here.
Oh, he's absolutely not there. He probably shouldn't be coming with us
See,
at all.
Memphis is kind of just
Memphis,
what? Yeah.
are you alright?
Take 3 large fries.
You can't eat fries anymore, Memphis.
I thought we were. Sorry, I was
spacing out.
Did you listen to anything we were just talking about?
We're gonna go to a place, it's a farm or something, and we're gonna kill the farmers.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Kill every farmer you see.
Good. Consider him dead.
That's good.
You notice that
Diedrich looks towards you. I really wish your friend Haster was here. Is there no way we can contact him?
Alistair is on vacation right now
I understand,
with
but
Vlad.
does this not take priority?
I don't think he's coming back anytime soon.
Alright.
notice that Diedrich turns down towards his satchel. So he pulls out the trust bunny, pulls out Mickey and Mallory, hands them over towards you.
I did not want to leave them behind anywhere. So,
Thank you. Where's Rebel?
Rebel is safe with Amelia. That being said, Alcott Oddities have a place you can open it up again.
I'm upset about everything that happened with that, but we can talk about it later. You don't have to worry about it right now. I just want to kill all these farmers, and then we can move forward with everything else.
Alright.
Right, Memphis?
Yeah, dead farmers.
Yep.
Hey, you think you got a combine? I've always wondered what happens if you run someone over with a combine.
Tell you what, Memphis, if they have one and you can turn it on, go for it.
Sweet.
There's no Alistair anymore. No more rules.
Oh god. Oh god, there's no rule.
Oh, there's still rules. Don't break the masquerade.
Did anyone bring the rocket launcher?
No.
I couldn't get in. I tried getting into his.
Oh, well, we gotta get that suit of armor.
I don't think we can get in there, Memphis.
We gotta get the suit of armor,
Um,
rocket launcher,
um,
my devil katana, and Alistair has a special room.
A special. You mean the weaponry?
He got a special room with a lot of swings.
Swings?
Oh, yeah.
Like a playground?
You and me, Erwin. I mean, like, we're not gonna use it together. No, I mean, but I'm saying, like, you and me. We can throw parties, special parties.
Wait, what about me? I love playgrounds.
I don't know if you'd be into this type of party, Marilyn. It's
I love playgrounds.
it is true. She does love playgrounds.
I love swings. I could sit on a swing all day. I could ride a swing all day long.
he has a room with. Is it like a gymnastics room?
You see Kaido. Memphis, if you take anyone in there, I want to kill you.
Why?
Bard just looks back and confused. Fucking vampires are fucking weird.
Wow.
Anything you guys want to do before you reach the farm?
Hey Gator, you don't happen to have any blood in here, do you?
Yep, Heinz 57. It's in the fridge.
Let's catch up.
It's in the bottle.
It's in the bottle.
Oh,
It's Heinz 50. I put it in Heinz 57 bottles. One, because it's a disguise, and two, there's 57 people's blood in there,
How do you?
like a cocktail.
oh,
Where are you getting these things?
Well,
Who is this
like-
guy? Is it the guy?
He could get you blood if you really wanted it, but no, just blood bags, just
57 blood bags.
57 blood, about an ounce each.
God damn it, Gator.
okay. I'll go to the. Are they in like a restaurant type of bottle?
Glass or plastic?
They're in the large Heinz 57.
Okay.
With the white cap on the top, and it's very clear that they're filled with blood because they're just stained with blood all over the white cap,
doesn't smell
all
very
over the
good.
label.
Nice. I guess.
as you start squirting the blood into your mouth, the first thing that happens is a flavor punch to your back of your throat. As, believe it or not, Gators might be onto something. You literally, it's like a suicide of flavor. As
You told me it was ketchup.
it's not ketchup.
I was like, what?
As you taste all of the different types of vitae blended together. Go ahead and did you drink the whole bottle?
Half.
Half of it? So
Yeah.
go ahead and get rid of 2 hunger.
Perfect.
Maybe I should take some of that. Gator, can I have one?
Oh yeah, there's plenty in there.
Alright, I'm gonna drink a whole bottle. I'm not gonna squirt it. I feel like I'm going to spray myself in blood if I do that, so I'm gonna actually just take the top off and drink it.
Okay. So go ahead and it's not like a Gatorade, but get rid of 4 hunger.
I only had 2, so am I at -2 hunger now?
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, you're at,
You already said yes.
you're at 0. His actual, this is Gator's Heinz 57 blood bags will be available in the Vermin,
Floor sheet?
which is going to be releasing this month. So
Oh.
now that you guys have fed, time begins to roll. Eventually, the RV pulls up to a field. As Gator stops, puts the car in park. All right, well, this is the place. So we're only gonna have, one shot to make an entrance. Bard kind of goes, takes his jacket off. You realize that he's literally just down into his underwear from losing his clothes earlier. He kind of opens up the front door. Yeah, I think I know how to make an entrance. Gator, if you just want to just drive head first towards the building, I'll do the rest. All right, well, sound good. All right.
Is he gone?
You hear the door close.
Why people keep getting naked in front of me? This keeps happening. I don't want to see it. It's indecent.
Don't think he can help it. Marilyn.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to not think about what we're about to do. I'm kind of scared and freaking out a little bit.
Everything will be fine.
Gator. All right, here we go. Whew. This one's for you, Tom Brady. And as he puts the car into drive, and you hear the wheels squeal, and you watch as that RV takes off. And he takes a hard right, and you feel the RV bounce as it heads down this dirt road.
What the fuck?
As the vehicle peels down this dirt road, that you can feel the RV bouncing and rocking and shaking. You see that Diedrich is holding on to a handle as well. Memphis, too. You see Memphis have that bone sword come out of his arm again. Yeah, that's so awesome.
That's so gross, Memphis. I didn't bring my sword. Diedrich, I didn't bring my sword.
And that's that.
I don't know where I left it. I lost my sword.
Diedrich looks back towards you and goes,
It's alright. It's with Amelia. Told her it's a family heirloom.
What am I gonna fight with? If I'm supposed to do night stuff, where do I need my sword? Oh my god, I'm fucking this up so hard right now.
Marilyn, use your strands.
But they're not as cool as yours.
In time.
It's embarrassing now.
In time. You will learn.
Alright.
You see up ahead the image of what looks like a greenhouse. There's actually what appears to be like bright spotlights that are beaming down onto the grass around it. It does look well guarded. There's a metal gate that seems to be surrounding the perimeter, cutting right into the cornfields around it. This greenhouse almost has like a natural camouflage as the fields around it seem to be blocking it. All right, hang on! And you feel that RV crash through that metal gate. The gate swings open, sparks fly as the RV burrows its way through. As soon as this happens, you feel a dent in the top of the RV as you look up and you see it almost cave in as you see through the windshield Bard leap off, and you watch as he goes crashing through the roof of this greenhouse. You immediately hear what sounds like a siren and gunfire. You watch as inside of the greenhouse flashes of bullet fire and muzzle flashes seem to illuminate within inside the greenhouse. It is at that point that you see, because of the flashing of the lights, you see the silhouette of Bard moving across the glass as you see soldiers raising their guns up, firing up into this large, towering war-form Garou, and seeing his claws come across and rip people into shreds. You see blood smearing and splattering up against the glass. You see out in front of the greenhouse, multiple soldiers open fire as they see the RV approaching. And now we're gonna roll initiative.
I thought you were about to say it was done. We were done. I'm like, don't you fucking dare.
No, not.
Does he even need us? Jesus Christ.
Okay. Erwin, I believe you were first, correct?
Yes.
So it's going to be Erwin, Memphis. And Diedrich. Maryland. All right. Erwin, what would you like to do?
I would like to turn into Uruguay.
You feel you're going to do it inside the RV or?
No, I'll get out first.
Okay. Vehicle's still moving. How would you like to do that? You're going to wait till he stops?
Yes.
Okay. You watch as Gator turns the RV. Almost you can feel the whole RV shift and rock. As he holds it, you see him reach up to the roof, and you watch as he grabs what looks like a lever. And he pulls the lever, and on the left side of the RV, you watch as inside metal shutters drop down as the bullets start to ping off the metal from the outside.
Oh my god, what the?
I'll step out and I'll transform.
Okay.
Gator, did you steal these from a mall?
You watch as you begin to feel that gargoyle inside of you. Your stone skin begins to split through your flesh, and you watch as that stone arm erupts out from both ends, and you grow to your full form.
Wait, he has both arms?
Yeah.
Oh.
At this time, I will take flight.
Okay. Are you going to attack?
Everyone's inside, right?
There's currently 4 individuals outside firing at the RV.
Oh, then I'll attack them.
You're gonna attack them? Okay. Go ahead. Give me a. How are you gonna attack them?
I'll soaring leap onto one.
You want to soaring leap onto him? Okay, so for that, go ahead and give me strength and resilience.
Should I do like an insta-kill? How many tons are you? It's a stone person.
You said impotence?
You do have potence, but you'd have to activate
Strength and what?
resilience.
Oh, resilience.
Yeah. You're using your body as a weapon.
I don't see resilience.
Sorry. Just go ahead and do. Actually, just use strength and strength.
I can do that. Three.
3. Okay. As you go to soaring leap down onto this individual, you watch as the guard actually jumps and lands on their back as your feet crush down into the soil, and you look over towards them. Okay. Memphis. Okay. You watch as Memphis, as he follows Erwin out of the side door, you see him move over, and as he's running, you see Ergoil crush down onto the ground as Memphis brings his sword up in like a baseball bat swing. You see him let go of the sword, and you watch it spin through and hit one of the guards right in the throat as you watch as his head decapitate from the body before returning back to his hand like a boomerang.
Too much power. Too much power.
You watch as Diedrich looks towards you, Marilyn.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Then let's go. You watch as Diedrich steps out and you follow with. As you two both follow out, you see as Diedrich makes his way as he looks over towards the guard on the left. You watch as his eyes flash red and he brings his fist up.
How many dice was that? I think that's a new fucking record.
No, I've rolled all my dice before. Okay. You watch as these two bright red dots begin to emerge from the dirt beneath the guard. You watch as the guard looks down and you see what looks like two large scissor-like blades go up and pinch this individual. As they pinch his body, you see Diedrich little off the top, and you see the scissors cross and eviscerate the individual. Marilyn, it is your turn.
What has gone into him?
Jeez.
Alright. Alright, well, I can't do that. That's gonna be hard to follow up. Is there, there's others around?
Currently, there's the one that's on the ground, and there's currently one that is getting ready to aim to fire upon you and Diedrich.
Alright, I'll use my strands to grab the gun and try, like, yank it out of his hands.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
One, two, it's a 3. Again, 3.
That's a 3.
3.
I have so many notes.
I mean, fucking scissors coming out of the ground and shit. I'm just like, I guess I'll slap a gun out of your hands.
You manage to, as you wrap your strands around, when you go to yank it from his hand, you actually watch as it just cuts through the barrel and the magazine. As it slices through the bullets, though, you see it detonates and blows as you watch as the bullets ricochet and shred through this individual at such close range. And you watch as they drop down dead. See Diedrich, very clever.
Yeah, I meant to do that. Thank you.
Erwin, it's back to you.
Is there none left outside?
You do not see any, well, the one that's lying on the ground next to you.
Oh,
Erwin smash.
yeah. I'll kill him.
Okay, how you
I'll stomp on his
gonna
head.
stomp on him? Go ahead and give me a strength and brawl.
sudden damage.
Ooh. Not a single festival on that one.
3.
Wow.
3. I'm going to
It's
give
a
him
well
a
tonight.
penalty for being on the ground, so it's going to be a little bit harder for him to dodge this. Let's see if he does. Okay, no successes.
So, like, I'm just gonna actually, so I'm gonna stomp, and then I'm gonna use that momentum to take off into the air.
Okay, so as you bring your foot up, you watch as his foot comes down, and you just watch as vitae and organs spill out on both ends like a water balloon as Urgoyle takes back up into the air.
We are wasting so much food right now.
All right. Now, it would be back to Memphis's turn. Memphis seems to, hey, we can't have Bard have all the fun, right? And you see him take off towards the front of the building, but you see him going in a celerity speed. And then you watch as he disappears into the building.
He can get himself killed. Whose turn is it?
So that is going to bring us to Diedrich. Diedrich is now running towards the front of the building as well. Marilyn, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. As you follow Diedrich, both of you make your way to the entrance of the building. As you work your way inside, you actually watch as Memphis just got done eviscerating a guard who's dropped down onto the ground. It is a bloodbath in here. Bard has made quick work of a lot of the guards in here. They were not expecting a guru to jump the party. Soon as this happens, you can see that 3 of the guards are apparently left. You watch as one of them appears to be trying to flee, while another one is putting suppressing fire down onto the group. And the last one appears to be showing up, and he has what looks like a rectangular shoulder mount with 4 holes on the front of it. Very strange looking device. Could everyone give me a Dex and Dex?
Dex and Dex. You got it.
Do I have,
Why? I'm not understanding what this thing is.
do I have
going
any
over my head.
advantages for being up in the air?
Currently, you're still outside.
5.
Oh, so do I need to roll?
You do not need to roll. 5?
Yeah.
Okay. As the suppressing fire fires across the room, shattering through the glass, you get a good look of this room, and there's these large cylindrical-like glass tubes. You see what looks like skeleton humanoid figures that are chained up with cybernetic-looking devices connected to the back of their skulls. You see lights and fluids being pumped into these tubes, but none of them appear to be complete. In fact, most of the things in the tubes here are all completely, it's like they're growing, almost. Like hunks of flesh forming on their limbs left and right. You get a good look as you dive for cover on the ground and look up as the hail of gunfire sparks around you. This brings us back to the top of the round. Erwin, what would you like to do?
What exactly can I see?
You just
From
see,
outside.
from where you're at, do you want to be flying over, or do you want to be looking through the hole that Bard made?
I'll look through the whole bar, dude.
As you look through the hole that Bard made, you can see the suppressing fire that's going on. You just saw everyone apparently take cover from this, and that's when you hear the sound of a car starting. You hear screeching as you look over and you realize that a car apparently is fleeing from the scene.
Uh-oh.
Do I recognize the car?
It was here when you showed up.
I'll go after it.
Okay, so you're gonna fly after that?
Yeah.
So you take off and fly towards that vehicle. What would you like to do?
Is it easy for me to catch up to it?
Easily.
I'm landing on the back of it, and I'm like going to try to cave in the
Okay.
trunk.
As you land on the back of the car, the whole car front end raises up as it does a. It actually flips over you and lands on the roof. And as it lands on the roof, you hear the glass shatter, the metal crunch. You hear the sounds of screams and pain from inside. Back inside, is going to be Memphis's turn. You watch as Memphis gets up and as he goes to make his move towards the guards. And you watch that rocket fire off.
Oh, rocket. I was picturing. Not what I was picturing.
You see Memphis go, oh shit, as this missile fires through the air. As soon as it does, though, you see Diedrich's eyes raise up and you see this large red hand move up in front of the rocket as it... You see as it strikes, you see multiple strands whip out from it, almost like the whole hand is made of strands, just formed together to create this hand. As the rocket, literally from seconds from impacting against Memphis's body, you hear Diedrich scream, "Marilyn, the rocket, take care of him."
Yeah, I can do that.
Your turn.
All right. How far away is he?
He's across the room.
Okay. I'm just use my strands to grab his legs and cut them out from under him.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
1, 2, 3 again. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Highest going player.
It's like my 5th time rolling a 3.
You manage to get your strands wrapped around the leg from under the tables, and as you yank back, you don't even see him slide. You actually just watch him just as his legs get completely separated from his knees, and you see him hit the ground. The sound of screams and pain echo throughout the room. Erwin, it's back to your turn. You hear the sound of someone crawling out from the driver's side as the vehicle is beginning to smoke and smolder.
I'll move over to where they are and I'll pick them up by the collar.
You see this individual wearing what appears to be a military tack vest. You can see that they're fully equipped with salt gear. Their face, though, however, is covered by a black mask, goggles, black helmet.
I'll pull it off.
As you pull off from the helmet, you look towards, do you pull his mask off? You pull the mask off, you see what appears to be a human male kind as he stares towards you. As he spits on you. Do it! Do it!
Who are you? I'm shaking him a little bit.
As you shake him, you see him. Go fucking die again.
Alright. I grab him by the leg. I drop him. Grab him by the leg, and I'm just taking off. Going back towards the building.
Okay.
I'm kind of just going to go for a ride.
As you grab him and you take off towards the top, towards the building again, that brings us back to Memphis. You notice that Memphis looks over towards Marilyn like, good thinking. And you see Memphis duck down and go under the tables. And you watch as he begins to crawl under the tables.
Oh, God.
And you hear the sound of as you watch tables beginning to fall. As he seems to have boomeranged his weapon, you see this individual lying down on the ground as his legs were separated from your strands. As he looks over and sees this whirling bone sword, and it just rips him in two. And before the blade comes back, yeah, Yahtzee! Back to your turn.
Right.
There appears to be one individual yet left who just reloaded his weapon and is getting ready to fire again.
I think we need to keep someone alive here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the gun, where I just try to slice it.
Okay, roll.
One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, you whip your strands out, and as they disable the gun again, as this individual drops the gun, you notice that they turn and go to run until they slam right into Bard's chest. And you watch as he grabs him. As his hands wrap around his throat, you watch as
Bard,
he
don't kill him.
walks back over towards everyone. He's just holding him. You notice this individual's face is turning purple until they
Bard,
black out.
you seem like a guy that's good at interrogating. Am I right?
He sets him down. At this point, it appears to be the room is cleared out. There doesn't appear to be any guards left. Erwin.
I am going to fly straight up in the air with the guy. Giving him a really good look at the ground. This is your last chance to talk.
Okay. Alright, I'll fucking talk. These are our orders.
As he reaches in and he grabs, and you see this cross.
I'll drop him.
And it turns bright white. And you feel nothing but pure fire strike your face. As this individual uses some sort of device with true faith.
Oh, then I release him out of instinct to blind or hold my face. Then
You hear as this individual falls to their death. Go ahead and take 1 point of aggravated damage. I don't know what your health is at, so
well, I mean,
I should drink the blood heal.
Ergoil is fine. We'll be fine.
Okay.
He's got a lot of health, but regular Erwin.
that stone almost cracks and chips as you get blinded. It's like a flashbang towards you. Scalding, scouring pain shoots through your eyes as you begin to plummet as well. You catch yourself as you hear the sound of his body inside the greenhouse. You see this through the ceiling until this body just explodes upon impact against one of the tables.
Memphis, was that you? Did you do that?
I mean, I probably did.
Wow, good job.
I know. Pretty good.
You then hear another loud crash as Ergoil comes crashing through the rooftop before you see him land down.
Alright, never mind, Memphis, that one you.
I mean, you don't know that for sure yet.
I
though.
I know that. Anyway, are you alright?
Can I see?
Vision starting to come back. You look towards him. He has these black scorch marks around his eyes.
What the fuck happened to your eyes?
Everything has like this white film over it.
I was trying to intimidate and interrogate, but he had a cross of some kind. I don't know. It
You
hurts.
see Diedrich make his way over towards the body that fell, and you see that cross lying there. You see Diedrich sort of... He takes the body and kind of flips it over onto the cross.
Alright. We need to set this place up. Burn it to the ground. And all these tanks.
You watch as Bard looks, what about this one? As you looked on the table, it's the passed out individual.
Do we need to get any information?
You notice that Bard looks towards you.
I only did it because you told me to. Keep him alive.
Because I thought we can interrogate him, but if he's going to do to us what the last one did to Erwin.
Diedrich looks towards you.
They will not talk to us. They are trained to take their own life before giving us anything.
What's in the tubes?
You notice that Gator makes an approach. He comes into the building. Not gonna lie, I'm a little impressed. Take it back. I'm a lot of impressed. And if I was alive, I'd probably have a little bit of a chip. But I'm just saying, I got the building set up with C4 while you guys were. Good job on that one trying to escape.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you all right? What happened to your eyes?
I'll be fine. Just
He blinded him with a cross.
Yeah, these priests. Ever since they took Beck from me,
what?
Beck was my friend. I watched these monsters turn him to ash. Making it my mission to take care of them. All of them. Inside these tanks is it's how they make these priests. I don't know how they do it, but it ain't science. Something's going on here. I know they use kindred vitae. They've been kidnapping us. That's how I found out about all this. Kindred going missing. Taking our vitae and studying it. Learning our secrets, our powers, our disciplines. They have to be stopped.
There aren't any kindred here now, are there?
No, not here. I've been looking for places where they hold them. It's where I found Dustin. It's where I found Deucer. It's where I found Beck.
Right, we should light this up then and get out of here before something else happens.
Notice that Bard puts his hand over on the head of the garden. You watch as he snaps it. Appreciate that there, Bard. You watch as Bard comes back down to his human form. You know, I kind of think it's in our nature to hate each other. Guru, kindred. But it's this type of thing. It's this type of thing was the reason why we're able to get along. Just talking. Marilyn, Erwin, I'll be seeing you soon. I know you got a lot of things on your plate tonight, so I'm not going to bother you with the details, but Gru are not doing good in Chicago. There's a war coming.
What?
Yeah,
Does that have anything to do with Hope?
yeah. Makma took Hope. Whole goddamn pack is at each other's throats.
Oh,
None of them
boy.
quite sure know what to do, and a lot of them are trying to pin all this on the kindred in the city, like usual.
Lots of people pinning stuff on other people right now, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep them at bay for as long as I can. And, Orwin, Alistair, spoke with me before he left. Sent me an email. He's transferred me over to the, Terra Cryo building. I'll be working there with you. Said to make sure you don't miss work and that you do that a lot.
Only because we're chasing after.
You don't have to defend yourself, Erwin. It's fine. You're fine. Just nod.
So, you don't need me, I'll be there. And, I'm gonna go ahead and probably stay at Alistair's for now. Feel like his place needs to be watched.
It's not a bad idea. Can you bury the animals?
Yeah.
For us?
I'll let you guys tell Alistair about that.
Yeah. For the record, Bard, I don't hate you.
Oh, thanks. I don't hate any of you either. You just smell bad.
I do?
It's nothing that you can... There's nothing you can help. It's just a sensitive nose.
Alright.
Oh, maybe wear cologne or something.
No.
I'm seeing you all around.
See you.
Bye.
You watch as he turns and takes off. You turn into his war form and watch as he disappears on all four into the woods or into the field.
Alright.
Diedrich looks towards you, Marilyn.
We will, talk for a moment while we return to the city. But once we're there, going to be on your own, for real, first time.
For how long?
Well,
I mean,
if we can expose Felix, then I can return to the city. I don't know. I don't know what Kevin has planned. I don't know what Felix has planned. Please, be careful.
I'll be careful.
Alright. Gator. Well, I'm ready to blow this place.
Let's do it.
Memphis goes,
Wait a minute. We can't leave yet.
Diedrich looks to him.
Why? Why not? We haven't killed like a single farmer.
No, they were the farmers, Memphis. They were. If you didn't think they were the farmers, why were you killing them?
They were shooting at us.
Okay. Oh, those were the
Duh.
farmers. You did it. Congratulations.
Farmers with guns. All right. Okay.
You never heard of that trope?
Of course I've heard of it.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've heard of everything.
Yeah.
Super
I thought you were
worldly,
pretty
like really,
knowledgeable.
like knowledgeable all
Yeah.
stuff. I've watched Friends like 7 times.
I'm sorry.
You know how much information you can learn from Friends?
I don't want to know. But let's just get out of here so we can blow this place up. You did your job. You did good. It was a good job. With your weird bone sword, you did great.
Notice that the RV door opens up as you see Kaido stumble out.
Yeah, I was worried you guys were gonna need me.
We did it all by ourselves and a werewolf.
Good.
The werewolf did most of it, to be fair, but we helped.
Good. Let's go.
I'm getting on.
That sounds good. And I revert before I get on.
Yes, please. Please do that.
As you all get and you drive away. It's a long drive into the city. About 40 minutes. Diedrich looks towards you, Marilyn.
We won't have a lot of time to speak once we're back. So if there's anything you need to ask me, do it now.
I have a few things that I need to ask you, but nothing that I'm willing to bring up in the short time span we have.
I insist.
Well, so do I.
You know, you're a lot more stubborn than your mother. You're a lot meaner than your father. We will talk. We will.
You watch as Diedrich kind of turns his head and stares out into the fields. It's the first time you've ever even heard him speak about your parents. look down over towards you, the right side where you're sitting. You see Mickey's hand moves over and grabs yours. You see the bunny's head turn up and look towards you. Me?
Everything's fine, Francis.
The ride continues into the city. Marilyn, you're dropped off at Amelia's. Diedrich said that you'd be showing up, and after the fire, if it'd be okay if you could stay with her. She agreed, so she was expecting you. Is there anything you'd like to say before you leave?
I'm just gonna say casual goodbyes to everyone I know I'm gonna see soon. I am gonna see you again, right, Diedrich?
Of course, you will.
Because it's happened a few times now, and it never gets any easier, and I just don't know which time's gonna be the last time.
Notice that Gator puts his arm over the back of the seat, and he looks towards the two of you. I got anything to say about it. There ain't ever gonna be a last time.
Yeah, you're in good hands with Skater. That's for sure.
Goddamn right he is. I know you'll be good on your own, for now. But I expect you to stay safe too.
I will.
Whatever you do, I know it's gonna be impossible. Try to keep yourself out of trouble.
I'll try. And I'm sorry about Tom Brady.
What?
Back at the building, you said this was for Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's an American hero.
I thought he was kind of annoying. Tom Brady is Kenny G's real name, right?
No, Tom Brady, quarterback. He was for the New England Patriots before they decided to be idiots and get rid of him.
Oh, so it wasn't about Kenny G.
It wasn't about Kenny, but yeah, that was very therapeutic for Kenny as well. And,
Okay.
I'm actually make something special for his parents. They haven't been doing too well since Kenny disappeared.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I just don't want to ever have to just not think about that. Stay safe, kiddo.
Later, Gator. I'm gonna wave to him and Diedrich and then get off.
As you get off, as Memphis kind of looks over towards you. Hey,
Hey,
Do you think, like, Marilyn and Gator are a thing?
you have no idea.
Wow. She really is growing up.
True. We all got to sometime.
Gator looks back and goes, "All right, Doc, where am I dropping you off at?"
My place, and I give him the address.
As you give him your address, make your way there. Or you make your way up the stairs. Is there anything you want to say before you leave?
Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, really sorry about your arm there.
Yeah, me too. Well, good luck. Yep.
Hey, don't worry. I have ways of staying in touch.
Okay, that'd be good. Take good care of Diedrich, please.
He's in good hands. Trust me.
Kaido, are you gonna be okay?
Looks towards you.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Tonight was a rough night. We need to get ready to prepare for what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I feel like against an enemy that we've never had to go against before. We've been able to deal with people head on. Something about this just felt so underhanded. Like we can't even catch a break. Stay safe, Erwin.
I'll try. I'm gonna turn to go into my place.
As you walk up the stairs, pull out your keys, you drop them for a moment. You go to actually pick it up with your left hand, move over and grab it with your right. You unlock the door, creak it open. Lights are completely off. You see Sam sitting in the corner in complete darkness. Do you walk in?
I do.
As you walk in, you notice that a light clicks on.
Please, close the door behind you.
Do you listen?
I heard him. Who are you?
You notice that the light clicks on and you see a bald, pale individual with red glasses and a red suit.
Please, have a seat.
Okay. I close the door.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Maximilian Strauss.
Have I heard of him before?
You have.
so.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
A rather intriguing subject you are. I've heard you have a unique transformation into a gargoyle. Is this correct?
It is.
Fascinating. You see, I'm somewhat of an expert when it comes to gargoyles. Again, please, have a seat.
I move over to sleep.
Your revenant here, Sam, has been quite, well, gracious.
Notice that Sam is sitting there just cold, dead-eyed, just not even almost blinking, looking towards you.
Well, that's good. I'm glad he was helpful.
I don't have a lot of time, so I'd like to try to, well, figure this out quickly. I'm here to help you.
Oh, okay.
I made a promise to a friend of yours, coterie leader Alistair, is it?
Yes.
I have enough problems that I'm dealing with out in LA. I need the chantry here in Chicago to be able to stand on its own, and I'm hearing that Abraham is not who he says he is, and is not doing a good job of pretending either.
Right. And
Erwin, I need you to eliminate that problem.
you want me to kill Abraham
Yes,
or pseudo Abraham?
correct. I need you to eliminate anything within the chantry that isn't part of our structure. You know, Erwin, you've been at the bottom for quite a long time. I've did some digging on you, looked into your sire, and yes, the whole situation with the blood plague is rather unsightly. I see good promise in you. And I am a man of my word. Give your friend a promise. I'm going to be elevating you within the position here in the chantry. As soon as Abraham is dealt with, well, you'll be running it.
Oh, okay. Sure, yes. I will kill Abraham.
You understand that this has to be done discreetly, though. I don't want you blowing up half of Chicago to take care of him.
Yeah, that makes sense. It would be a lot easier though.
Tactfully, Erwin. Please be tactful. And if you do well, then maybe I'll bring you out to LA and help me deal with that girl.
Okay. I can't imagine you having any.
Trust me, certain kindred can be rather pesky.
Okay, sure. I will. I'll do this.
Fantastic. But before you leave, there is something I'd like to give you. If you are to succeed, I can't have a Tremere running the chantry without thaumaturgy. I have a few disciplines I'd like to share with you.
That'd be
Your
great.
training begins immediately.
Oh, okay.
You notice that as he snaps his fingers, you watch as from the shadows on both sides of him, you see two gargoyles come out from the darkness. Well, let's begin the ritual. Meanwhile, in another scene.
Good for you, Erwin. Good for you. Just don't piss him off. Diablerize him. You guys are terrible.
The room is rather dark. You hear the sound of a voice break through the darkness. Well, Jacques, I feel like everyone's here, so you want to get this party started. I want to get to my grandchild as soon as I can. No. I think you mean your grandchild. After all, Gator is related to you by blood, isn't he, Gilbert? Hey, never did get to play ball with Peter. Maybe Gator will be more responsive. Felix sort of takes a step approach. And I am now Primogen here in Chicago. So, Jacques, Jacques sort of turns and says, what the fuck are you wearing? There's that Felix with his large mustache curled up on handlebars and his top hat and surcoat tail, penguin-style tailcoat. What do you mean? I'm dressed, accordingly? You're dressed like Mr. Peanuts, and the whole point of us is to not draw attention to ourselves. Next time you come to these, I want you to dress like a normal person from this time era. As he takes the top hat off. Of course. You then turn and begin to look around the room. You see, in the center of the table, Jacques sits. Around the table, you see Felix, Abraham. You see that white-haired individual, Von Kaiser, sitting there as well. You see Gilbert. And another individual wearing a hoodie, the hood pulled up. And what about you? Haven't met you before. Takes the hood and pulls down. Pleasure to meet you there, Jean. As you see Eddie Flowers sitting at the table. Jacques looks over towards Von Kaiser. So why don't we go over some of these ideas that you have? Notice that Von Kaiser.
Yes. You see, we needed certain ingredients before we were able to continue. And now that we have all of them, the dominoes are set and beginning to fall. I'm quite looking forward to it.
You watch as his side of his cheek splits open as teeth. You see two eyes open up on the side of his head. You hear another voice.
I am also looking forward to it, brother.
You notice that Von Kaiser.
Please be quiet. It's rude to interrupt.
Notice that Jacques. Well, that's fucking disturbing, but please go on. I believe we're still missing one person, correct? You sound of a voice speak up.
No, I am here.
As a charred, burnt individual leans forward. Ah, Loden. Surprised you were able to survive that fall.
You said you can bring me my city back. I want my city back. And I want to make the Camarilla pay for not coming to me. Not coming to my aid. So they will burn. Like I burned.
Lot of energy. Appreciate it. It's good. Good. Well, Von Kaiser, the floor is yours. How do we begin this fall? I want the Camarilla to feel this knife wound twist for as long as we can. With us running everything. So, what's the first move?
I'm so glad you asked. Please. Let me introduce you.
He stands up. Watch as he moves over to a large tarp. So he grabs his fingers. You see him yank it. There you see a large cylindrical glass tube, just like the ones in the farm. Inside, you see those tubes connected to a form. And there floating, you see subject. Appears to be slowly growing its tissue. Jacques stops and stares at it. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Well, I am a genius. Let me introduce you all to Alistair Grayson.
As you see a Alistair Grayson subject inside the glass container. And that is where we end tonight's episode.
Are you fucking kidding?
Thank you all for joining us for this 2-part act, Dust to Dust. We'll be taking a short 3 to 4 week hiatus. And we'll be returning with season 4 with a 1-year time skip, bringing us into the year 2021 in July. So,
You can't do this to us.
thank you all.
I'm gonna fight after the stream is over. We are fighting.
This is the jaw drops.
So we have a Nega Memphis and Nega Alistair now?
We'll just have to find out in season 4.
You got loaded?
You're just really stacking it up, aren't you? Holy shit.
Both Von Kaisers?
Thank you all.
Gilbert?
We'll be returning
Eddie?
on Sunday with our Death Attack campaign.
My God.
And as always, remember to embrace the dark.
Oh, he said it.